All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot! All right, now, look at 56.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through,
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They go play action here on 1st down. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So
and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Marvin Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Sylvester Williams breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They go play action. It's Rosen. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Rosen off the play action. It's caught. Nelson. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. From the gun, it's Rosen. Pressure, he's brought down. Sylvester Williams in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Fourth down. Here's Rosen. And he's got Gresham. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll run it with Johnson. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play. If we were watching this in the film room.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Rosen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On 1st down, Stafford here. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's the best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised.
Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate, 32 yards. And the Lions are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On play action, Rosen. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Play action here with Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They pitch it out to Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Look at this spin. Balance. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a deep. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, it's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Corey Peters breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now it's Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So they will go for it. Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Rosen will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eli Harold. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Catch made right side by Wilson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Grover Quinn, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go back to Riddick. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw is Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Glover Quinn. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already done that, right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. John Simon in on the stop. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready? 180.
Again, here's Blunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Glendale.